Hey, welcome back to Corbellic Studios. I'm Corbellic. Today we're going to be discussing how selling art on eBay is ideal if you're retired, if you're on a fixed income, if you have a pension, or even if you have a part-time job, or if you're just someone who's older, maybe you're disabled, or any kind of situation like that. Your chapter is not over with. It's just only begun because you can still make additional income. And in my personal experience, from the clients that I have that I've been coaching on how to utilize this system, how to make additional income, how to succeed within eBay, I've been having a lot of success with people who are retired, older, and it's understandable too. So I'm going to break down why it usually shows that there's more success when it comes to if you're a retiree or if you're someone who's on a fixed income or maybe even Social Security or something like that. Now, the reason why I was just saying that is because you have time. You have the time to dedicate yourself into the program. You had the time to really take have the patience to really get involved in it, and you don't have other things of life that kind of gets complicated. You understand how it was before that you were retired or before you had, those years where you had other things going on, especially nowadays where things are more expensive, rent is up. We feel like we're just having to work more hours at a regular job just to stay above float. So it gets complicated when you have all these other things going on. And then on top of that, you got this Corbellic guy coming in and telling you, hey, paint 20 canvases a day or paint this many canvases a day. You're like, oh, I really want that. And in your mind, you think that you can't do it or it's too complicated. The only reason why is because society and work, they got us working too much. Anybody can do this as long as, think about it, if you didn't have to do your 9 to 5, or if you didn't have the other worries of the world and stressed out, I mean, you would be like, all right, I could do that, because your mind would be so clear and clean. But that's why I've been having a lot of success when it comes to older clients, and when it comes to people who are retired and pensioned or different things like that. They don't have the stress. They already have a fixed income that's still coming their way. This is just adding to it. Now we're talking about how to make an additional $2,000 to $3,000 for yourself if you're retired. And I see that it's just, you have the patience and you can be consistent. The reason why you're being consistent is because when you're on a fixed income, you also have a fixed schedule. The discipline. The discipline is because you have a fixed schedule, you have a fixed income. You're on a certain time frame of things that you're used to doing. So it's easy for you to implement another structure for you. And this is also great too mentally, because when you're retired, they usually say that, well, what do they say for older men who are retired, that they usually pass away soon, because you're so used to working for something. Us as humans, we're meant to be creators. We're meant to be doing something. We're meant to be productive. And once you stop being productive, then you kind of lose your edge. You kind of lose your goal, your mission. So this is something great for you to bring additional income in. Maybe you want to give some gifts to the grandkids or something like that. This is perfect for you because it also keeps you active and it keeps your mind fresh. But you'll have the discipline where you can go at your own structure and you can go about your own day of how you're going to do it. Now, to make an extra $2,500 a month, I'm going to break it down. It's so simple. Now, this is something that we would want, the younger generation, or that, you should strive for. If you are, that you could be like, man, I want to be at a state of mind where I can also do that as well and just focus on creating art. Extra $2,500 a month. Now, if you're already working a full-time job, or if you're working something like that, and you have bills, in this day and age, $2,500 is not going to cut it for you for the month. You're like, well, I can't support myself off of that, so I can't quit my job yet. But don't worry, if you really do want to scale yourself up and you want to do the $10,000 to $20,000, $30,000 months, I have a system for you as well. I can work with you. Click the link below, tap into the free eBay art community, and I can show you how to do that for yourself, so that way you can break free from your 9 to 5. But if you're already on a fixed income, you got money coming in, you just want something else to do, and you got the additional confidence where you're not worried about bills or somebody who's going to come after you, and you want to make additional $2,000 to $3,000, that sounds good to you. Look, I have this broken down right here. extra $2,500 a month. That's only $625 a week. Okay, I don't want to say only, but you get what I'm saying. So it's $625 a week. Now break that up into each of the auction days. That's $125 a day. So just think of it like $120. All right, $120. Since you're retired, you don't need to try to push yourself or the other schedules like, the 15 to 20 or the 20 to 30 canvases that I teach in the elite program. But you could just start off doing 10 to 10 to 12 canvases a day, right? You could just do 10 canvases a day, and that could be your schedule. You could break it out because you have the whole day, you're retired, you can have a schedule of where you want to place your time at to just get that done. And let's just say not all 10 to 12 canvases sell, okay? Let's just say there's a retention there and only 7 to 8 of them sell. All right, let's just say only 7 to 8 of them sell, but you already snowballed yourself to where you're going to make a profit of $15 to $20. Now, when I say $15 to $20, I'm already accounting for the $14.99, which is the shipping, plus the combined shipping that's already in there. So really, I'm saying that you only would need to make like a auction that sells for $5 to $6. Okay. And look, let's just say the sale comes in, you're getting $15 to $20 on that sale. Right there, that's already $500 to $800 a week. Right? And then look, off of that, that's $2,100 or $3,200 a month. So that's very simple right there to break down how you could bring additional income, how you could do this for yourself, but also you could have something active to do that is keeping you busy. You have a side business, you have something that you can help out with your family, your grandchildren, also keep you mentally healthy. It keeps you active. One of the best things that I enjoy about doing art for myself is that it keeps you mentally sharp. It keeps you mentally active. There was actually a study done. You can Google this yourself. I didn't have the data right here, but there was a study that was recently done that artists usually have a stronger mindset, or where they don't go into dementia, or they don't have issues later on in life because the psychology of doing painting. So this is going to be something that's also fun for you to do, and it's going to be something different to add in, and you don't have to do much. You don't have to go and get a part-time job. You don't have to go anywhere. You can still be at home and you can have this schedule, and everything can be delivered to you and everything can be picked up from you. You don't have to do much. I have everything down in my eBay art community where you can get the complete list. You can have a complete program of how to start it off. It's not complicated. Anybody can do it. I have all the templates. You can just copy and paste, and everything's for you. So let me know what you think about that. I think this is a really great idea. This is something that I'm going to want, years later on, and I hope that I can still be able to do that. So I appreciate everybody just checking in on this video, and I'm going to check it out on the next one.